Atlanta News First starts now with breaking news.
That breaking news, parts of a controversial Georgia law overturned this afternoon in Fulton County. I'm Alan Devlin.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. That ban on abortion starting around 6 weeks into pregnancy, it is blocked, at least for now. In a 15-page ruling, a judge says the timing of Georgia's so-called heartbeat law is a big part of the issue. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Robert McBurney's ruling says at the time the Life Act was enacted in 2019, it was unconstitutional for federal, state, or local governments to ban abortions before viability. The ruling goes on to say, quote, it did not become the law of Georgia when it was enacted, and it is not the law of Georgia now. Judge McBurney did leave the door open to new legislation in the future. Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr has already filed an appeal. And Governor Kemp's office releasing a statement less than an hour ago, stating today's ruling places the personal beliefs of a judge over the will of the legislature and people of Georgia. We will continue to fight for the lives of Georgia's unborn children. And already key people impacted are either celebrating or they are condemning the ruling.
Atlanta News First Rachel Aragon spoke to several organizations with strong reaction to the judge's decision. She's live with the plan of their action. Rachel, good evening.
Alan, Tracy, good evening. Yeah, I just got off the phone with Planned Parenthood. They tell me again that they are relieved by the judge's decision. They do see this as a victory, but they also say, Alan, that now their focus is turning to the patients of Georgia and the services they provide. Well, I spoke to, Amy Kennedy with Planned Parenthood Southeast, and she tells me they're looking right now at how to best serve women and their families across the state. Things like making sure they have the right number of providers. She says since today's decision, women have already, she says, been calling in asking questions about what services they're entitled to.
We're already receiving a lot of phone calls to our patient access center for folks looking to access care even this afternoon. And so we look forward to having our plan in place as soon as we can to restart services.
Well, Georgia Life Alliance, the largest pro-life organization in the state, said in a statement, quote, portions of Georgia's heartbeat bill have been enjoined. The sections prohibiting abortions upon detection of fetal heartbeat and addressing reporting requirements, personhood tax credits, and child support for the unborn child are still in effect. Georgia Supreme Court, here we come, end quote. Well, ACLU of Georgia, though, Executive Director Andrea Young, we spoke to her earlier. She said the judge's decision reaffirming a woman's right to make decisions for her own body. And despite today's decision, she says she believes Georgia can do even more to support young families.
When a woman is denied an abortion, she and her children are more likely to live in poverty. We think that's a reason that the state of Georgia should be doing more to support young children. We should have better child care. We should have family medical leave policies.
Well, during our conversation, Wright said that today's decisions really vindicates the need to make decisions for your own body, but she also said she hopes the Supreme Court reaffirms that right. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.